Hello, Andy, AD， 大家好，我是吴彦祖，欢迎你们来参观我的家。When you enter the house, there's a wall that kind of walls off the courtyard from the street, but you enter on an oblique angle, not straight on, which is good feng shui. The courtyard in the house is a really beautiful space. It reminds me of Chinese architecture, the Siheyuan that you see in Beijing. So the courtyard is a very centrally important part of the house. It's the first thing you see when you come in through the gate, and it's kind of the heart of the whole house. It's really what made me want to buy this house. There was a sense of calmness, a kind of sense of zen. You felt connected to your neighbors, but there was a privacy as well. And so when I remodeled this house, we extended into the courtyard and put a pool in. The pool's important to me because the water element is very important in terms of having representation of the 5 elements in the house. The sound of water, I think, is very soothing and exciting, but also relates to 5 elements. I like to have 5 elements in my home somewhere, which is wood, earth, fire, metal, and water. And so, yeah, this space here is all about kind of bringing you a sense of calm and showing you what the house is going to be like. And the whole house, everything you see in it, the art, the little trinkets, the knickknacks, it's all things that I've collected over time. There's not really any pictures of us. We don't really want to see pictures of ourselves, but we'll see things that remind us of our life journey. And the interesting thing about the art collection is a lot of the art, I would say 90% of the art, is from my friends. Some of them live here in Los Angeles, some live in Asia, but it makes me always feel connected to them through their work. The bookshelf really represents the family. A lot of the books are books I collected over time, but the trinkets and doodads are things that are from my daughter, from our travels, like these skull collections. Wherever we travel in the world, if we see a skull that we like, we buy and collect it. This piece is done by a really amazing artist. It's my daughter, who's 11 years old. She painted this at 9 years old. In high school, I did archery, and during COVID, I decided to go back into archery because there was nothing else to do. So I was trying to film myself shooting at a target. So I put the phone on top of the hay bale and meant to shoot the hay bale, but the arrow went high and went right through the phone. And then when I picked the phone up, the phone was still working. So I could still make calls on it. So there's a couple pictures of me talking on the phone like this until I got the new phone. You turn into the house, come down this hallway, you can see some of my art. And then you come into this space, which is the kitchen area. The previous owner had used dark finishes, and I felt like it wasn't taking advantage of the light in the space. So I wanted to lighten up the space, bring in lighter colored woods. The inspiration behind this was 2001: Space Odyssey, so there's symmetry and whiteness to it. This island really is the heart of the house, because this is where all the activity happens. When we come home, we sit here. Sometimes we have breakfast here. Cooking gets done here. Everything kind of happens here. Over here, we have the formal dining room. This furniture I got is a brand called Time and Style from Japan. And I liked it because it has a very Ming Dynasty feel to it, a very simple, simplistic design that kind of fits the design of the house. And also the dark color kind of contrasts with the light color of everything else. And kind of simplified the design a little bit in a way that brings out the best of the house and what it's trying to do. So this chair is a Capana Brothers chair. I've had it for almost 20 years now. It looks really uncomfortable, but it's actually really comfortable. And I like the fact that it's not what it looks like. So the master bedroom kind of takes on the similar aesthetic as the rest of the house, but there's less stuff in it. And I wanted to keep it a minimal, kind of zen-like space because that's our kind of sanctuary. When I wake up in the morning, I want it to be a clean space with no other mess or influences in it, so you can start your day on a blank sheet of paper.